Hi, I'm Pepe Cano. Welcome to my kitchen. When the spearmint is abundant in the garden, I like to make a rack of lamb because nothing goes better than spearmint and lamb. Traditionally, restaurants will serve a rack of lamb with mint jelly. I've developed a different twist. I like to use fresh mint. So I make a stuffing that I will cover the rack with, and a mint demi-glace. So this is how I do it. What you're gonna need is a rack of lamb, a bunch of spearmint, butter, half cup bread crumbs, your beef stock or demi-glace, salt and pepper, and white wine, and not shown red wine, chicken stock half a cup, and a medium shallot. I'll start by Frenching my rack of lamb, and what that means is stripping the bones all the way down to the loin. You also want to take off the silver from the loin as much as you can. Or you can have your butcher do it for you. And at this point, I'm going to salt my meat on both sides. Add 3/4 of the spearmint to your chicken stock and simmer. To 2 tablespoons of butter, add 1 medium shallot, nicely chopped. Then add salt and continue to cook. And before the shallots start to brown, add your white wine and reduce it till it's almost all gone. Here I add my chicken stock and mint mix. Here I add my breadcrumbs, and later I adjust the amount of breadcrumbs or liquid to obtain the desired consistency. I cook out some of the moisture, and I'll end up with more or less sticky dough. Now I sear my meat in olive oil on the same pan that it's going to cook in the oven. Try to sear it on all sides. A little fresh pepper, and the rack is ready for the stuffing. Spread the stuffing as evenly as possible to cover the meat. place the rack back on the pan to go to the oven. I set my oven to about 325 Fahrenheit. I insert a remote thermometer and place in the oven, and I will take it out when it reaches 120 to 125 degrees, because I like it medium rare, so it will get there while we make the sauce and the meat rests. Once I get rid of some of the fat, I'm going to deglaze the pan with a half cup of wine, red wine, and add the rest of my spearmint, which I've chopped. When the wine is almost all evaporated, then I incorporate my demi-glace or veal stock. Reduce it to the desired consistency, and the sauce is done. So all that's left to do is to carve the rack and serve it. Accompany it with a baked tomato and some simple vegetables. Well, this is how I make my rack of lamb. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Ciao.